The discussion is on the topic dual nature of matter, session 5, Davison and Germer experiment. The aim of the experiment is to prove the wave nature of electron and it is also used to verify de Broglie's wave equation. Recap, we're discussing about the matter waves and an expression for a de Broglie's wavelength. A matter waves means waves associated with the moving particles. That means some of the particles which are also shows wave nature. That means dual nature of matter. That was discussed by Louis de Broglie in 1924 and the wavelength of the wave is called de Broglie's wavelength. The expression for de Broglie wavelength is lambda is equal to h by p or lambda is equal to h by momentum h by mv or lambda is equal to h by square root of 2me. E be the kinetic energy, h is Planck's constant, m be the mass of electron, lambda be the wavelength of the electron. The same de Broglie wavelength is also expressed as lambda is equal to h by square root of 2mev. V be the potential difference applied between anode and cathode. Now, the learning objective. The object is to study Davison and Germer experiment as well as to verify de Broglie's wave equation. What are the session's outcomes? The students will able to understand the experiment called Davison and Germer experiment to prove the wave nature of electron. Then the terms which is necessary to discuss Davison and Germer experiment is one is called interference, the second one particle nature of electron. Interference means the modification in the distribution of light energy due to the superposition of two or more light waves is called interference. The second one, particle nature of electron. Electron behaves like a particle, that is already discussed by the two important effects. One is called photoelectric effect, another one Compton effect. Then experiment now. What is the aim of the experiment? This experimental aim is to prove the wave nature of electron and experimental arrangement of Davison and Germer is shown. From this experiment, it is clear that there is a tungsten filament F which is connected to the battery and the battery is on. The tungsten filament is heated, it emits electrons. These electrons are accelerated towards anode because it is maintained to be high potential state or there exists a high potential difference between cathode and anode. So accelerated electron beam pass through the anode and made to fall on the nickel crystal. The beam gets scattered. This scattered beam is observed with the help of movable detector which is connected to the galvanometer. Galvanometer shows momentarily deflection. Whole thing is covered with an evacuated chamber. A graph of incident beam against different anode voltages are drawn. The experiment is conducted for different anode voltages, say 44 volt, 48 volt, 54 volt, 60 volt, 68 volt, etc. In the beginning, when the anode voltage is very less, the bump and spur is less. The bump and spur increases when anode voltage goes on increases. And the bump and spur is maximum at the anode voltage of 54 volt and a scattering angle of 50 degree. Again, it decreases and finally disappears at 68 volt. The occurrence of bump at 50 degree due to the construct interference takes place, which shows the wave nature of electron. Since electron behaves like a wave, it shows interference effect. Then this experiment is also used to verify de Broglie wave equation. So according to de Broglie's matter waves, the wavelength lambda is equal to h by square root of 2mev. H is Planck's constant, m be the mass of electron, E be the electronic charge, V be the potential difference applied between cathode and anode. From the figure, it is clear that the glancing angle pi is equal to 180 degree minus 50 degree, that is divided by 2, that is equal to 65 degree. If pi is equal to 65 degree, according to Bragg's law, use the Bragg's law equation, 2d sine pi is equal to n lambda. For first order, n is equal to 1 the distance between the crystal plane D is equal to 0.91 angstrom in it, then lambda is equal to 2D sine pi. Substitute the value 2 into 0.91 into 10 power minus 10 into sine 65 degree. The lambda is equal to 1.65 angstrom in it. Now, you know the de Broglie wave equation, lambda is equal to h by square root of 2mev. Put the value of h, m, e and v is equal to 54 volt. 54 volt and the value becomes lambda is equal to 12.25 divided by root 54 angstrom. The answer is equal to 1.66 angstrom in it. That means the wavelength which is calculated using Bragg's law as well as the wavelength which is calculated using de Broglie's wave equation, the answer is same. Thus, experimental value is in close agreement with the theoretical value. This confirms electron exhibits wave-like properties.